Revsportz. I am Shorjani Chatterjee and joining me today is Rahul Giri. And right now we're standing, I wouldn't say right in front of, but we're standing close to the Maidan Market, which is also known as the BC Roy Market. Now the people who are living in Calcutta or the people who have been born and brought up in Kolkata, they know what kind of emotion lies behind the Maidan Market. Because you know, all the players, all the kids, whenever they need any equipment related to sports, they just come running to the Maidan Market. But Rahul, recently we have heard that this market is going to be relocated due to some construction going on. The metro line is going to get constructed and the market will get relocated. Now, my first question to you is, Maidan Market, how is it an emotion for the people living in Bengal?
You are spot on, Shorjani. You know, Maidan Market, it carries a separate kind of emotional weightage for every sports lovers in Kolkata. And according to recent reports, after reading actually the recent reports, we came to report the story actually from the Maidan Market, and what we got to know actually is that the current Maidan Market will be relocated to the paddock ground, which is situated just beside the Maidan Market only. There a new temporary market has been established, with multiple stalls for all the stall holders actually in the current Maidan Market, and already the notice are already been given to all the sellers in the Maidan Market. And now the question is that whether all the stall holders will get place in the new market or not, because as of now, according to our close sources, what we got to know is that the stall holders who have proper license of their own stall, only they will get to relocate to the new marketplace. But now the question remains that what will happen to all those stall holders and also to the hawkers who are situated beside the Maidan Market, alongside the Maidan Market. What will happen to them, whether they will get stall or not in the new marketplace, that remains to be seen. And of course, as you said, that Maidan carries a separate emotions for every sports lover in Kolkata, because whether it's cricket lovers, whether it's football lovers, everyone comes to Maidan Market to buy their cricket gear or football gear. So of course, it's a huge shock to every sports lovers in Kolkata, Shorjani.
And not only cricket and football, Rahul, while we were talking to the hawkers, while we were taking a walk across the Maidan Market, we saw a few pickleball rackets as well. We saw a lot of swimming equipments.
Exactly.
We saw a lot of hockey equipments. So it's like an overall hub of sports. But Rahul, the question still remains unanswered. Maidan Market, it's an emotion for all of us. Now you've definitely mentioned that the hawkers are going to get relocated, and the fact that they are giving new stalls, and we've heard also that the paddock ground has more than 500 new shops which are going to be given to the hawkers.
Actually, the current marketplace has more than 500 stalls, but I think the new market don't have that many stalls. So again, the question arises that those people who don't have proper license, whether they will get a place or not in the new marketplace, that remains to be seen. And also, we should mention another information that why it's actually happening. Because of the metro link that from Esplanade to Joka, the work is currently still under construction, and that's why because the work will be going on under the Maidan Market, and that's why the market will be relocated. But now it remains to be seen whether it will be for 2 years or 4 years. That's still not confirmed. So it's a huge shock actually for every sports lovers in Kolkata.
I would say it is more of an emotional shock, because although it is getting relocated, we know that the new market is going to be given to the hawkers, but still, you've grown up watching the Maidan Market. Mentally, you have a different image of the Maidan Market. So if somebody asks you to describe the Maidan Market, what would you say, Rahul?
One of my most favorite place, I would say, because since my childhood, whether it's a football boot or football jersey, every time I used to come to Maidan Market, it's a separate kind of emotion. If you ask any sports lovers in Kolkata, they visit Maidan Market once in a month, to buy jersey. Maidan actually, popular for football jerseys. Not only, media houses in India, but media houses across the whole world have done stories on Maidan Market during the FIFA World Cup, how Maidan actually decked up with multiple colors during the FIFA World Cup. So obviously Maidan means a separate emotion for every sports lover, Shorjani.
And what makes Maidan special is the affordability.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people cannot afford expensive jerseys.
Adidas, Puma, Nike.
Yeah, so they can't afford big brands. So when you know that you can't afford big brands, you run to Maidan Market. I personally have been to the market multiple times to buy jerseys. But the question still remains unanswered that, although they're getting relocated, metro construction will take place. It is definitely adding to the development of Kolkata. However, the emotional factor.
When we will get back our old Maidan Market.
So that's it for today. We will track this development and we will come back with new updates. However, the whole point of making this video, the whole point of coming to the Maidan Market was to highlight the fact that although development is taking place and they are getting shifted, it's not like it is getting uprooted completely. We will have a new market. The market will shift to the paddock ground. However, the emotional factor, the point of hackling and pushing each other in those small lanes and then bargaining with the shopkeepers, that is something that the people of Kolkata might miss. But we will be back with more updates. Till then, keep an eye on Revsportz, and thank you so much for joining me, Rahul.
For India's best multi-sports coverage, your platform is one, and that's Revsportz. So like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I think by now you know that we will be everywhere in different parts of the world and bring you on-ground reportage. As I said, your best multi-sports coverage on Revsportz, your favorite destination.